Start streaming. Okay, welcome everybody. This is the Game Night's New Champions, and we are running a mini series that is called Unfinished Business. It takes place in a demon lair, deep underground, at a remote site, just about an hour outside of London, Ontario, and it is taking the new champions, or many of the team members of new champions, wandering through this underground lair, trying to clear it out of these unwelcomed, I don't know what you call them, apparitions, or just creations that have demons, not the actual villain group of demons, but summoned demons. And the team hasn't necessarily found out how all that's going on, but right now they have fought through some demons, and they're at a kind of the crux, the kind of the pinnacle of the series, where they have to make a decision of who they're going to try to vanquish. Will it be the demons and the frog demons and the reaper demons, or will it be the stone golems and the ooze, the cave mother that's in the other portion of the cave that's pleading for their help? I think that's the big question for the team, and hopefully they'll be able to clear out the cave so that they can use this lair as a secondary base for operations, and we will see if they're successful at that. We've got a good group tonight. The heroes in the cave are Nemesis, Ghost, Faust, Sandcrab, Maximum Resistance, Wildthing, and Windwalker. There are plenty of demons and baddies as well, who are run tonight by one of the co-GMs of this group, Amaraka, and we appreciate everybody's playing. We're going to go ahead and get right into it, and we're going to come straight down, and we're going to ask each of the heroes to say about 30 seconds or less of what they're doing, what their mind state is. They just finished fighting demons, so you're kind of right in the middle of a battle, and they've taken a breath. So Nemesis, we're going to start with you. Tell us what you're thinking, what you're doing, what your objective is here.
Her objective: get out. She was captured and held prisoner here for who knows how long. She's found somebody to at least temporarily ally with. Figure once we get out, she'll be a bit more on her guard. At least for right now, she seems to have their trust. And that's about it for now.
Okay. Ghost, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking that thus far we've been attacked by these little frog demons before. They are definitely hostile. Ghost is not sure who else is hostile, but she knows that these frogs are, and she's going to go for them.
Okay, so we're going to go make some frog splatter. Faust, what are you thinking, and what's your next action? Well, not your next action, but what's your objective? Faust, are you on mute?
I am on mute. So Faust is really thinking about whether or not he should absorb the physical resistance properties of demons, and thinking very much against it. He is communicating to the rest of the group that he believes the mother that is controlling the golems, who at this point seem to be not going against us, is likely the computer that was, I guess, located in the earlier game, and I am suggesting that we do not attack the blob or the golems, but get rid of the little pesky demons.
Yeah, that's a good...
And that's what he intends to do.
So you're going after the pesky demons that are left over, the frogs down at the end. And remember, these other demons are just unconscious. They're still there. I've taken them off the board, but, for good measure.
That's a challenge to you, GM. Faust is thinking of using his gigantic scythe that he took from one of the demons and using his flight power to spin really fast around like the blade of a lawnmower and ripping those little demons apart. I don't know how that will work mechanically. I had some ideas, but I'm putting it out there.
Okay, just to get ready. Okay, that sounds good. That sounds great. Okay, that's a good
Sounds
point.
like a multiple move by.
It's a good point for folks that are watching, and even for the team just to remember. Max
Either a multiple move by or an area effect.
Max had been in contact with the computer system and had shared with the group about the cave mother. Same thing. Faust had been hearing the voice of cave mother in his head. And so that's, for people that are listening, that's what this is, what they're talking about, the cave computer or cave mother. Sandcrab, I assume you had been in the repair bay area and hear all this commotion and have come down to join the group. Tell us what your objectives are and what you're thinking right now.
Well, getting the update from Faust, Sandcrab will thank him for the update and direction of what's going on, and he'll move forward to help with vanquishing the tiny demon frogs.
Awesome. It's going to be a frog splatter. Hopefully, at least. Great. Maximum resistance. Max, what are you doing?
I'm thinking I would like to make in-person contact with the mother that was in the computer, which we believe is down at the end here. So,
Okay. Sounds interesting. And you have any idea of how you... Well, let's see. Let's see how you actually do it.
not a clue.
You're going to make, quote, make contact. That sounds...
Yes.
That's great. And Wildthing, are you able to... I know you're on, but you're muted. Are you able to talk and tell us what your character is going to be trying to accomplish?
Okay, I'm gonna take real quick. Hi, Wildthing. Currently, she's holding back. She's going to stick in the back. She, as it would be in nature situations like this, wants to analyze the exact situation. She wants to watch and see what that big demon's going. Correct?
Yeah, the Reapers are knocked down. They're still there. They're just knocked down and unconscious. And the faceless demon is also knocked down. He's kind of writhing, but you can tell he's unconscious now. You all can tell that they're not like obliterated, but so they're
still there.
They're still surrounded by demons. Yes.
Okay. These two, the rock. So she's gonna watch and see what the rock things do, and she wants to analyze the froggy things. She wants to see what they're reading their body language. She's trying to determine if they're aggressive or not towards the blob thing here.
The frogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, the frogs and Faust would have heard it in his ears, but the frogs are leaping all over it, ripping portions of the blob out and like crumbling up, like they're just trying to devour the thing, and the blob is screaming, wailing, and moaning. The frogs are attacking the blob.
Okay, the frogs are attacking the blob.
Yeah, and that's in a split second. You see it at the very end. You see them swarm. It's almost like a World War Z of just frog. They're not zombies, but they're frogs just swarming the blob.
Okay.
Windwalker, tell us. Swirl the poof.
Mostly going to be avoiding frogs and ooze because the frogs are annoying and the ooze is existentially frightening.
Yeah, and it's pretty gross too. So I imagine Windwalker is going to be.
Yeah, I'd also trapped her in some sort of nether dimensional space, which may have been multiple dimensions phasing through her.
That's great. That's great.
That was existentially frightening.
That's great. Okay, so I need to do something real fast. How do you... And I didn't think about this. Can you do... that ampersand times 6? Yes, you can. I was interesting. For those that are watching, we're using the Hero mod developed by Brennell, and it's an outstanding mod that allows us to add a lot of different characters into the combat record. This is a beta version of it, but there's a public version available. And if you're seeing on my screen, I just pasted the JSON file from a GitHub into the combat record and then did a multiple of it, and it brought in lots of different multiples of it, and I signed them over to the person who's playing the brown character, which is Emereka. So he will see all those up on his screen, which I think is just cool as all get out. I've just pasted.
It does sound convenient.
Yeah, pretty cool. Okay, well, I'm going to put us right into combat. So let me check all the players that are going to be in combat, which is, unless anybody wants to volunteer not to go into combat. Interesting, something is... Is anybody else seeing those error messages?
I'm not seeing any errors.
Not seeing any errors, just the rolls I unintentionally made a moment ago.
Okay, well, all is fair then. All is fine. And we're going to add another stone golem. Oh. Sorry, you all. I guess everybody's getting a chance to see how this works. Okay.
You guys get any feedback from me again?
No.
Yep.
No, actually, I
No.
think that was caused by me having the C key on in Tabletop Simulator.
Okay.
Cool. Okay, so we are starting combat. So we're going to just jump right into it. Sandcrab gets the first turn. Turn 1, segment 12. What are you going to do, Sandcrab?
Well, I am way far away. What's the scale on this right now? I remember there's something special.
Yeah, it's divide by 2.
Divide by 2. So whatever your movement is half?
No. Just measure it, and then that's divide by 2. That's the number of units. So if you've got 50 meters and you measure whatever it is across, divide that, and then that's, if your movement exceeds it, then you're good. Does that make sense?
Each hex is half a meter.
There you go.
Gotcha. Each hex is half a meter. So it's times 2. So you can move twice as far.
There you go. I was just saying measure and divide by 2, but multiply your movement by 2 does the same thing.
Perfect.
Yeah, so what do? You appeared on the scene.
I'll run along the wall up onto the ceiling and move, staying up on the wall. I'll make a half move, which is going to be... Wow, I can move really far with the divide by 2.
Yeah, lots of it. Narrow cave.
So if I'm on the ceiling right about this point right here, which is less than a half move, I can... so is the surface of this cave something that I can tunnel, or is there debris on the ground?
No, remember, this is the same reinforced caving that is impervious to you. So you're not going to be able to...
Debris on the ground and boulders on the ground, there is that?
Yeah, so I've got a different texture, but it's the same type of ground.
Great.
As
So he'll run forward, grabbing some boulders off the ground and stuff like that, and shatter them and use an entangle to entangle this group right here of demon frogs.
Okay, great.
I think my entangle is a 4d6, 5 defense, 5 body. It's an area effect.
Okay.
Here's my roll.
Okay, 4 defense, 5 body. You have...
5 defense and whatever I roll for body.
Yeah, which was 5.
5, hey, great, that was a good roll.
Yep. So these folks are wrapped up. Is there a Is there an entangled option on?
The 2 meter radius. So that's doubled here in this field. So I'll go center on this guy right here in the middle.
Yeah, so that's gonna get. Isn't that gonna get that whole group of them?
I think so. If it's doubled, right? Oh, I don't want to pick them up.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's just play it as it is. You've got them. This group of froggy frogs is entangled.
Awesome.
You could list them as being custom 1 and then say that custom 1 is entangled.
That's what I was looking. So is it combat custom 1? They are custom 1'd. Okay, cool. Great. All right. Now, the first one, well, and actually, you see the one that's going in, Rekka. Do you want to play through and see what happens? We've got a lot to do here. Do you want some help, or do you see?
Your audio's really bad there, Jason.
I said, do you need some help with these? Or you got a lot of them coming?
Well, actually, I have a lot more of than I was expecting. So, sure.
Yeah. So these little demons, the first ones that Sandcrab just entangled with stone, they are going to really, I guess they are immobilized for a little bit, and they're going to be like trying to hop around in it. Are you? Tell us, Sandcrab, how they are entangled. Is it like, did you like put rocks around them, or?
He just collected enough stone with his claws and then broke the stone and just basically threw a pile of dirt on top of him. But it's all stone.
Okay, so they're basically going to be trying to crawl out of it, but it's going to take them a little while. With that, they're not. I'll say special effect. They're not going to be able to like see or anything targeting anybody. I'm just going to say they're trying to get out, but I don't know that they will be able to if they're frogs, basically. Okay, so I'm going to skip over that first one since it is covered up in dirt. So the next set of group frogs, they're all focusing on this cave mother creature thing. And so you see them all coming closer and just moving in, hopping in and hopping on her. I can't make them move exactly, but they are really jumping at her and biting into her.
And if you lock the mother and you lock the frogs, you can use the gizmo tool to move them where you want, because they can then break that barrier of like an object barrier.
Yeah, it's a bad mesh, and I think the mother is she's locked. Nonetheless, so you all see all of them. I'm not going to try to move them right now. You see all of them jumping on her, and I'm not going to go through their turns because they're not coming at you all. They're jumping on her. Wildthing, it's your turn. What are you going to do?
I'm thinking. I am thinking.
I know I just took 6 creatures' turns real fast because they're all jumping on the cave mother.
Okay, yeah. Let's see. What's my range? I hit the wrong thing. Okay, she gets down on all fours, and that aura around her takes on the form of a cheetah.
Oh.
And my movement speed increases to plus 40 meters to my regular movement. Regular movement is 12 meters? Okay, so I move 42 meters now.
Okay, so where are you gonna move?
Your regular movement should be 12 meters, Wildthing, so you should
Yeah,
have
my regular
52.
move is 12 meters. My movement now is 52. I'm not exactly sure where that would put me.
Anywhere you want.
Off
Yeah,
the
right.
map.
About half your movement, a half phase movement will get you into the big room.
Okay, I want to get to here.
These guys are entangled, so you could easily get to these guys here.
Okay,
These guys
and
here.
so that's a half phase to move. Can I do an action?
Yep.
I'm gonna assume you said yes.
I did.
I couldn't hear.
Yeah, you can.
Yes, you can do an action.
Okay, good. Overlapping that cheater form is elephant. Isn't it an elephant? No, a lion. Basically, the cheater form kind of melds into what looks like a lion, if you will.
So it's like part cheetah, part.
I'm gonna have to be here.
Okay.
Make sure
A new kind of chimera. There we go.
Okay. And I do this.
No, they're ligers.
It she
It's
takes
either a
on
maned cheetah or a spotted lion.
she takes on a majestic she takes on a majestic stance and roars.
Okay, what are you roaring at and what are you trying to accomplish? Your presence attacking whom? What are you trying to do?
Presence attacking. See, what's my range on that?
It's not a range thing.
Can perceive you.
Oh, okay.
I don't know that I've ever heard of anybody try to presence attack a frog.
I know you're.
It's a 32 meter. It's a 32 meter cone explosion.
Yeah, so it's more than just a presence attack, right? Is this your spirit roar that you just did?
Yeah, spirit roar.
Yeah, so you presence attacked, but it also has that 6d6 flash in it, right?
Yeah. It yes, in answer to your question, it is radio, hearing, mental, flash. Yeah.
Okay, so you presence attacked them, but the frogs are ferociously focused on the oozing blob. But you roll the flash dice as well. I don't think that extra roll came through.
Let's see. I think this is it.
I'm seeing the roll.
Yeah, did it do it?
Yeah, roll. The last roll was body 8.
Yeah, okay. And let us see if these little demon frogs are able to withstand any of that. Emraka, in the most recent revision, do they have any flash mental defense or anything like that? I don't think they do. They're frogs.
These are special frogs. No, they don't.
These aren't demonic frogs.
Yeah, they wouldn't have been succumbed by the roar, but I will say that this group, and this one have been flashed. I think that's the way your thing works.
Yep.
I'm just glad none of them are wearing capes and wielding hammers.
What? Huh?
So this is just a hearing
Yeah, Father
flash.
Thunder.
This is just a hearing flash, so not vision. So they're still charging at this creature.
So it's
Nemesis.
not a sight flash. Okay.
Yeah, Nemesis. Oh, it's just loud roar. Y'all hear the echo of it down the hall, but she's targeted it toward the Froggins. Nemesis.
Okay, yeah, it affects. According to this, it affects hearing, radio, and mental.
Yep. I'm just trying to say they're frogs and they can still see and they're still attacking the ooze thing. It didn't make it to where they're not able to attack. Okay, Nemesis, tell us what you do next.
Nemesis turns back around.
He just
and then she will move up to here and
Apparently, nobody remembers how we dealt with the frogs last time.
well, Nemesis was burning, and she's going to turn that on again.
She's been naked this whole time from her last burning experience, right?
Yes.
No, she shape-shifted for a while.
Oh, okay.
She is smoking hot.
On. Yes. No, she's burning hot.
Now,
are there stalagmites on the roof?
No, it's an open cave, like very cleanly smooth. It is what you see, right? It is what you see.
And stalactites are on the ceiling.
There were some of the stalagmites in the other room.
Okay, no, I'm looking for stalactites.
Like on the floor?
On the ceiling.
You're wanting the ones on the ceiling.
Stalagmites.
I can never remember if those are the ones that hold with all their might or they're holding on tight. I can't.
When the mites come up, the tights go down.
Right.
The tights are on top.
There you go. There are no stalactites or
because
mites.
they might fall down.
There are none of the sharp things in this room.
So nothing acting like a column or anything like that.
Nope. The room it's set up the way it appears. So the way you see it is it. Yeah. Except for the rulers. Those rulers don't really exist in the room.
All right. She's over here. She will. What's the ambient temperature like in here?
Yeah, it's kind of moist. It's kind of like humid because of the being underground, but also if y'all remember that one room that had the.
Did cold affect the frogs before?
Nope, it didn't.
It didn't.
Mm-mm.
She'll wait her half move.
Okay. So right click for half phase.
Nora?
Windwalker. What do you do? We heard you just say Nora, Wildthing. I don't know if you are off of mute on accident.
Okay. I'm going to run rather than teleport over here. Because I presume these guys are not actually blocking anything.
Well, no, they're enormous, but you're able to get around them.
Okay. And then, let's see. Going to try and use the mind sword on this little group here.
Which one?
Since these guys are entangled and these are, it's, let's see, which group is this? Let's see.
Yeah, that one has been, they can't hear right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but they can still jump and bite, I'm sure.
Oh, yes.
Which is annoying. So, yeah. So let's see here. To hit.
Does it look like they're where they're appearing from?
Say this again?
Is there another portal where they might be coming from?
There isn't one immediately visible in this room, no. But you all would remember, I mean, the portal was open in that repair bay that you all just came from, which was just around the bend. And it had been open for you all don't know how long, right?
That's not the one. Is that the one we destroyed?
Yeah, the portal, which kind of wound around, you all wound into this after going through that repair bay where there was an open portal. That portal, again, you all don't know how long that portal was open and overacting, and frogs and who knows else has been pouring out of it. So, right, you all killed the frogs that were in that room that you saw at that moment, but that's very localized. Windwalker, what are you throwing your sword, or what? Or is this ranged mental attack against the frogs?
Basically, yeah, it's a ranged, it is a ranged mental killing attack of sorts. Basically throwing it or just casting it and making it move around. So what I'm not sure is if I think I could try and spread it to hit more than one of these guys.
Or you could do a multi-attack.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping.
A multi-attack is a full phase.
Yeah, whatever you do has to be on a full phase action.
Right. So then I'll just hit whoever. I'll just aim for one then, and he's gonna take 17 stun and 1 body killing.
Okay, which one is this that you aimed for? This one right here?
Yeah, let's go for the guy in the center here. Yeah.
Right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay, so you, what was your OCV, DCV? What did you roll?
Yeah, I could hit a 6 DCV.
Sandcrab does that? Not Sandcrab. Emraka, does that hit the demon burpees?
Yes.
Okay. And I don't know.
Well, is it based on DCV or DMCV?
DCV.
Then yes, it hits.
Okay. And do you mind, Emraka, just choosing whichever one of those to do the damage to? Because I don't know if it's 6 or 1 or 5 or whatever. Okay, cool. So Windwalker, you tell us what it looks like. Is this the sword fly through the air, or what? How does it happen?
Yeah, the sword basically flies through the air and and just cuts through one of these little frogs.
Yeah. So y'all are so rude with frogs.
Assuming it's it would do 1 body killing, so it might cut it in half or something, depending on the amount of body these things have. They're only frogs.
Yeah, Amaraka, how does it? What's happening to these frogs over here?
They've taken a little bit of damage, but not a whole ton. Yeah. I'm trying to mark it in here.
Yeah, and how much body did it actually do? 5 body?
Well, no, it's we established that was an ego attack, so that doesn't do anybody, but there is 1 body killing linked to that.
Oh, or just one tip of it. Okay.
Yeah, so they took 1 point of body and
17 stun.
Minus their defense, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Which is mental defense.
It goes against DCV, but mental defense.
That's right.
Okay, Faust, what's your action? You're coming from the back of the hallway. I know it's typical that Nemesis says she's coming from the deep south, but right now you're in the deep south of the hallway.
Well, it depends. I don't know which way I'm facing. But, so what I would like to do, you tell me how this works or else I will change my action. I would like to use my flight to create an area attack while spinning using that scythe. So it would be a power stunt, like a brick stunt, but I don't have that skill. So I don't know how you would want to make it work as a maneuver. And
The maneuver you're thinking of is called sweep, which everybody can do.
oh, I have never heard that maneuver. But okay, so that's what I want to do. How does it work?
Okay.
Is
For
sweep.
first, you can't move.
Okay.
Second, it's
So
a full.
that's not the maneuver I want to do.
It's a full phase maneuver.
Okay.
All right.
Can you do it in midair without moving anywhere? Like a hover maneuver?
Yeah, you could hover and do it. That wouldn't be a problem.
Well, I'll say
Okay.
for the first
idea
moment of
being
it,
is that you're going to start at one side and attack one target, then the next, and the next, and the next.
so
However,
I want to do this as an area maneuver.
No, it's not going to be an area.
okay.
He could spread his attack.
You can spread it.
Yeah, so let's say this: when you come into this room right now, you come in and you'll get to hit one target this time. But in the preceding rounds, if you want to start spinning around, we'll figure out how to do that. But getting into the room, it's like you're swinging at the first one that you see. But just to get there, you're not going to be able to do like a spin move as that would take a full move.
Okay, in which case, then all I want to do is I want to do a move by attack against this group here. Okay. And as I fly in, I will hit them with the scythe and then fly up about 4 meters off the ground.
Okay, which side are you hitting them with? The one that you grabbed from the demon?
Yes.
Okay, when you killed it, it disappears.
Oh, it did?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't. You did not mention that. In which case, I will just fly into the room.
How inconvenient.
Very inconvenient. I will simply then change my my powers to an energy blast, so I will roll a power skill roll to see that I'm able to do that as a half phase. And that will be a skill roll.
To use your blast as a half phase? Wouldn't that be a half phase anyway?
No, I have to make a power roll in order to be able to change my power as a half phase move. Otherwise, it would take much longer. So
not to actually use the power. You're changing it. Got it.
Yeah, I'm changing my mimic pool. So my rocky body form goes away, and I'm using I'm changing it to my energy blast form.
Wouldn't that be your movement on a half phase and then a change on a half phase? Would you actually be able to attack with changing it like that?
Nope, I will not be able to.
Oh.
So you're going to change and then after?
Well, either way, I couldn't do it. So I still have my rocky form, and I'm inside the room flying 4 meters up in the air.
Okay, so you have stayed away from them. I'm going to bring you up and then lock you a little. Not a little bit, a lot. You're locked. Okay, so you are in the room flying. Did you make your change or you failed?
No, I failed by 1.
Okay. So in the next phase, you'll be in your different form.
No,
that's an XP there.
What's that?
I'm saying it's a good place to invest in XP.
Oh, to not have to roll it. Okay, Nemesis, you have a held half phase. Do you want to take anything?
No, she'll hang back with it for basically dodge or whatever.
Okay. Well, I think I have to. I think I have, you're ending it though, because now we're going into the next segment. So we're ending 12 now.
Okay.
Does Ghost get an action?
Yeah, we've got people that haven't gone yet.
Oh, forgive me. I did not scroll down on my combat thing. I just didn't see it. Forgive me. Nemesis, if you'll just help me remember, I just sacrificed your action, but I just didn't see everybody. Maximum.
No problem. Don't worry.
Max, you go next. Sorry about that.
All right.
Ghost and then the 2 golems.
Yeah, I just hadn't scrolled down on my combat manager. I just didn't see everybody else in the battle. So Max,
Teleport to there. Yell to Faust. Communicate to Mother that I'm sorry in advance.
oh,
And I throw my, which I'll hit, my entangle. And it hit. Basically, I'm targeting about there.
where's there? I didn't see. Oh, at the corner of the room, or
Yeah, above Mother. And it should hit all the frogs except for maybe this group right up front. The one right in front of here.
The ones that are already entangled.
yeah, they're
Yes.
covered in a mound of dirt. So, okay, roll your group entangle. You're also going to entangle Cave Mother, basically.
Yeah, but I don't think she's going anywhere. So what?
What is the description of that entangle?
You basically see an electric field engulf the area, and everything that's in it is functionally tasered.
Nice.
Yeah, and are you basically making it so that it's this circular area and it's not including Faust and Nemesis? Or...
That's why it's in the corner. Is it comes out 16 meters
Okay.
or 16 hexes.
Okay. So
That would be 8 or 60 hex, 32 meters.
No, it's 8-meter radius. It comes out 16 hexes, just like I said.
yeah, because it's 2 times on this map, so it's
Yes.
16 hexes. Yeah. Okay, so that's cool. How much is the PD on it? You just rolled 3 body, and what's
It's 3 defense and 3 body.
Okay, cool deal. All right.
But that'll hold them long enough for people to mop them up.
Yeah. Okay, so you all see this electric field, burst into life, and Cave Mother is, you can see her kind of shimmering. She's already shimmering, but she's shimmering even more so. And the frogs are just kind of like caught in mid-stasis where they are. They're like frozen. Ghost, what do you do?
Ghost is going to do a triple passing strike on the 3 monster or 3 frogs that are closest to Mother on this side here.
Mm-hmm.
She's got a total of a -2 to hit on that, but it should be fine because they're now entangled and half BCB. So first roll to hit.
Did you
Oh,
roll?
shit, no, I'm sorry, I pressed the wrong button again. Sorry.
That's okay.
They're actually
First
0
roll to hit.
DCV. Entangled is 0 DCV.
Okay. Well, in that case, it's pretty much moot unless I roll like an 18.
What has happened?
Yeah, I know. We had it happen 2 times in a row. 2 times in a row this last game. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want me to roll damage, or can we just assume that 14 dice is sufficient to obliterate 3 of these things?
Yeah, let's just see how bad the splatter is. At least roll one of them. Let's just see so I can understand.
13 body, a substandard roll.
What does that do to one of them? 13 body. I think that splatters them. Do you want to describe some frog splatter?
So what's green and red and goes at 100 miles an hour? Frog in a blender?
There we go.
Okay.
And she stops hovering near the ceiling.
Okay. So I'll say this little swath of them, you've just obliterated all of them. The one that you hit. Well, you hit more than one, but I'll say that...
Right.
There you go. So that whole area, and you're covered in frog guts. It's disgusting now. You can't see your skin, but the frog guts that's on you is kind of illuminated by your. I'm kidding, but that's what's covered in all of it.
It could be an interesting special effect, sure. All of a sudden, you get to see more features.
Yeah, no, just accept that it's frog gut outline features.
Yeah.
Okay, you got some stone golems in the room, Cypher. What are they doing?
Sure. So the two stone golems, you'll have to. Oh no, I can't move them. Can
I can unlock them if not.
I? Oh.
Do you get them?
You. I think that this is about as far as I can get them.
Yeah, the cave
that's
mother's
what-
object is frustrating. Go 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 go.
So they will ignore all of you heroes and come charging in through here, and it looks like they don't have enough movement, but it looks like they are trying to interpose themselves between frogs and mother.
Okay, so you all hear these lumbering of the stone golems down the hallway, and that's their turn. So now, Nemesis, do you want to do an action before we go to the next segment?
She'll create a sword and smack the closest one, which is 4.2 meters away.
Is it this one right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
And just swing with the sword.
Just point to the field. Reach for this guy.
Alright.
Yeah, tell us what you do. DCV of 10. Okay, so you're swiping at him.
Alright, is that hit?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
That is a whole lot of frog guts of splattering. Which direction did you swing by chance? To the left or to the right?
Probably from right to left.
Right to left. Okay, so frog guts splatter over the golems, and they it's like they can't talk, but their mouths and the faces that are like, maws are just like they've got frog guts in their mouth, and they're not happy about that. Okay, we're gonna go into the next segment. This is post segment 12, recoveries as you need. We're going to advance the turn into segment 1. I don't think we have anybody on segment 1. Segment 2, Sandcrab gets a turn. Sandcrab, what do you do? Sandcrab, are you there?
Sorry, it was muted. I'm just taking my recovery. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Alrighty. You said it was obvious that the golems were trying to interpose themselves between Mother and the frogs.
Yeah, and clearly they are not attacking you all. You weren't facing them previously, but you would have heard it over comms. The team fought the golems once, but in the hallway last time, the golems weren't fighting the team, and they sincerely just avoided you all just now.
Well, it's very exciting, but I think I'll delay.
Okay, you will delay. Okay. Oh, I can't. So left click to hold. Wildthing, it is your turn. What do you do?
The blob that we assume is the mother, or a blob, is the blob just that, or is there anything inside of it?
Oh, goodness. Well, I will say you don't sense a heartbeat in it, but you wouldn't have...
Visually.
What?
Visually, can it be seen through?
No, it is opaque. It is.
Core.
It is not.
No.
You're not able to see through it.
Okay.
You want to get inside it?
Ooh, that sounds like not fun.
You don't know
I've
until you
seen too many
try.
horror movies to want to try that.
No. It could happen.
You know the golems are pretty good at what they do.
The golems kind of beat ass.
Yeah. She's holding.
Okay.
There's a mystery here, and she doesn't want to overact. So yeah, she's holding.
Okay, Nemesis. Your compadres are standing back, but you have swung the sword at one.
She'll step forward and swing at the next one.
Okay. Did I already delete? Was this the group that you hit last time right here?
Yeah.
Those would have been splattered, so I need to delete them. Give me just a second.
Oh, the whole group?
Yeah. Well, I guess that's a good question. I'm not giving 30 plus creatures, so I'm trying to divvy up because I just don't want to have to. Just don't want to have
So
to.
you're kind of playing them. You're playing them as a unit.
Yep, that's what I'm doing. So you've that is all the characteristics that are for that creature are really represented by the number of frogs that are on the thing.
Okay.
So you swiped at all those. I just don't have that much bandwidth to deal with it. Okay, so there's still plenty of frogs crawling all over her. What are you gonna do?
Well,
You can't get too close to the thing because the object for the ooze is too big. Somehow you did it.
right there. She's gonna go to her her undefined weight, which is a lot, and then swing again.
Okay, let's have some frog splatter.
So she hit a DCV of 13 this time.
Good lord. Okay.
Oh, so that time you missed. It's
Yeah.
only 12 hits. Okay.
20 body, 60.
20 body.
That's just
Holy crap.
That's an amazing roll. Okay, again, these things just splatter. You're slicing through them, and they splatter against the wall. Just everybody was splattering. Okay. Nemesis's turn has ended as she splatters through, and we are on maximum resistance turn.
I'll step up to here so that I can see around the corner a little bit, and I'm going to spread my attack. You know what happens to a toad when it gets struck by lightning?
Oh, this is...
Well, that's what I'm doing.
So you are... Let me see if I can see from you. Okay, so you're like...
It starts wielding a hammer?
Basically, I'm firing at the toads down here, the
Got it.
frogs.
Okay.
And I'm spreading the attack so I can hit 3 of them. If that makes any difference.
He's treating them as a unit.
Yep.
Then I will multi-attack them.
No. Well, multi-attack units?
Well, I want to attack multiple times.
Well, okay.
Yeah, which
And
totally...
I can multi-attack with an energy blast.
Yes. So make your
and they're at 0 DCV, so that's what I'm going to do.
You're just blasting. Okay, make your attack rolls.
Okay.
Okay.
First one hits. Second one hits because that's a 3. No, I miss. I cannot hit any.
It's
So
not any DCV with.
nope. So only the first one goes off. I said the endurance for all 3, but only the first one actually.
No, she actually did. We've got too many 18 rolls in this game.
Yeah.
Okay, so
No, we need more from them. Just not from us.
I need to talk to Brennell about that. Yeah, too many.
I don't know that he deals with the randomness of the dice.
He doesn't.
Yeah.
But that will be 12 body and 41 stun.
Okay. I think that's I think that's enough, right, America?
Oh yeah.
So you see the smell the sizzling fricasseed frog fricasseed, and the other blasts are going off against the wall. Maybe the little light over here crashes, but the frogs are definitely smoldering in a heap on the.
I feel bad.
So they're not toast. They're roast.
Oh. Okay, so with that, you all see that was the last bit of the frogs. You hear some burping, but they're basically obliterated. And the cave mother is kind of like not hovering, but she's just like shuddering. You can see, gaps and gashes taken out of the cave mother. But she is not moving. She's still shuddering. I'm going to keep us in battle phases. I guess it depends on what you all do right now. Let's see. Wildthing, you had a held action. Do you want to take it? And as well, Sandcrab, Sandcrab gets the opportunity first. Do you want to take this held action?
No, not yet. Next.
Nope. I'm watching to see what transpires.
Okay. We're in segment 3, and you have a held turn. Sandcrab, you're just going to sacrifice the held turn?
No, I'll move.
Okay.
I'll make a half move there and put levels in DCB for hand to hand.
Okay, but you're not attacking? You're just taking defensive position?
I'm not, correct.
Great, okay. Amaraka, you've got frogs that have been crawling through the earth and are coming out from the ground that's been covered up from behind the team, and they're able to do something. And they're in the middle of the group, so everybody's been swiping clear these frogs, but the ones under the earth are jumping at you all.
Do I get to attack the peoples?
Yes.
Yay! Let me just find the correct.
It's the one that says custom 1, right?
Yeah. Okay. So they pop out. Is that their turn? Isn't popping out, right?
No, they've been crawling out and trying to get out, and they were able to. And Sandcrab, I hope you're appreciating the liberty of it. This is just for effect.
Okay.
All right. So some of them send out a cone of vomit that kind of goes out this way, catching you two here. So that's Nemesis and Sandcrab. This one sends out this vomit thing that will get. Is there Faust and is there somebody else over here too?
Looks like just Faust.
With his head halfway through the rock. Sorry, Faust. I'm going to bring you down.
Are these
And then the other
creatures that were previously entangled?
Yeah, they've been crawling out.
Okay.
Okay.
So
what they
are they shooting that at me up in the ceiling?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. And so the people's over here, and these two over here. So basically, its ghost is not affected, and a Windwalker is not affected way back here. Where is? Oh, this is
Wildthing.
That's Wildthing. Okay, so Wildthing, max resistance, Faust, Sandcrab, and
Can I
Nemesis.
can I use my hold to react to this?
Oh yeah, yeah. You do. You have that.
Yeah, you could do a dive for cover.
Yeah. I'm gonna use my speed to basically move back really quickly.
Okay, so what you're doing then, the area is like 10 meters, so you need to make your dive for cover at, was it -5?
I doubt it. I think it's -1 per hex or something.
Is it a maneuver or something? What is it?
Yes.
Well, there is a martial maneuver that you can buy, but it's a
So there's
5-point
there
maneuver.
should be a maneuver called dive for cover.
It just says
found it.
it just
I
says
found it.
dive for, but yeah.
Yeah, dive for. So in the box beside it, put a -5 and then click on the thing. Unless you have things that add to your dive for cover.
I don't know what would add to my dive for cover.
Dive for cover. All right. First, it's based off your decks plus any skill levels that you had that add to any dex maneuver.
Okay.
Nemesis is just going to stand there and burn it off.
So you make your -5 roll and dive for. Are you able to do it?
Okay, hold on. Oh, I guess
So she's diving 10 meters away. Because it's -1 to your dex roll per 2 meters.
What would that?
Good.
So did you put the -5 in there?
I thought I did, but I'm not sure.
Well, you can just do a primary dex roll, and then what's the dex anyway?
18. What about my dex instead? I'm confused.
How would it have looked?
What's your dex divided by 5?
I'm gonna do the roll for her real fast. -5.
Dex divided by 5. It's 18. This is math. I hate it.
Okay.
3?
Okay, so you have an 18 dex?
Yeah.
Okay, so then that 18 divided by 5 is actually around 4, plus 9 is a 13 or less. -5 would be an 8 or less roll.
Okay.
She rolled a 10 on hers, so it would not have been a successful dive for cover. Which is fine.
So you're leaping through the air when these things belch forth this cloud of what appears to be demonic hands that grab hold of you, whether you're flying, whether you're on the ground, and it is a change environment giving you a -15 to any movement, whether it be flight, teleport, tunneling, any type of movement, you've got a -15 to.
The force of Hades has gripped you all.
Is that meters or hexes or?
Meters.
So 30.
So what is that? What is that? So what do you do?
So
is that like a save or something?
You could in your cheetah. With your cheetah, you might be able to move. Otherwise, you're pretty much stuck.
Yeah, they're gripping
Is
you
that a
down.
drain? What is it?
Change
So
environment.
this is not a drain. This is a change environment.
So what's the defense?
We're getting out of the environment. Really, yeah, just getting out of the radius.
Okay. And the special effect was what, the slime on the walls, in the ceiling, and the floor?
No. It's the hands of the spiritual hands of demons.
Demonic
Demonic having
hands.
hold of you and holding you in place.
Interesting. Okay.
It's kind of creepy, America.
Thank you.
Okay, so
Oh, you just have to get out of the area. Okay.
yeah. And you basically the special effect of fighting free of the demon hands that are gripping you. Interesting. Okay.
And this is coming from the frogs?
Well,
Yes.
from their belches.
That's gross.
Yeah, that's pretty nasty. Like this big, what is it? What are those frogs I can't remember what types of frogs that do that. Bullfrogs that have the big bulbous. And
Yeah.
demon hands came out of that. That's
Still pretty gross.
That's pretty gross. Okay, these other ones I need to clear. I just need to take them out of the combat. Okay, Windwalker, it's your turn. What do you do? Windwalker, are you there?
So it's just the one group, and they're holding Wildthing with this belch stuff.
No, they're holding you.
They're holding Wildthing, maximum resistance, all the people in this circle. Can I not go a circle?
I see.
Sure, it's a big group. The only people that are out of it are Ghost and you and I think that's it, right?
The only thing it's doing is really keeping us from moving, right?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Okay. So, well, let's see if the mind sword can do anything with that. I'm going to just attack these guys again. Let's see here. Ack! Ultra fail.
No.
Table boxcars.
Thank you. I appreciate your effort.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Okay. Let's see. What would happen to the mind sword with that? Obviously, I missed it by a mile, metaphorically speaking.
Hit Wildthing. Come on, hit Wildthing.
How is this happening? Literally, this 2 18 rolls this game and 2 18 rolls last game? Come on. Okay, Faust.
Let's see.
Faust will have an opportunity. Are you going to try to wrangle free of this?
It's not hurting me, is it?
I mean, emotionally?
Yeah, I mean, it's just holding me, right?
With demon caresses?
Yeah, okay.
Slowing you down.
So I'm just going to change my power, or try to. And I failed by 2, so I'm just going to hang there, because that takes my full turn.
Now here's a question: what does my damage shield do to this demonic, growth?
Nothing.
It feels happy about it. It's like a caress. It doesn't anything to it. Faust, are you struggling? What's the special effect for you? Like when your character isn't able to change its power set 2 times in a row? What's happening in his mind?
Well, obviously, he's very disturbed by Mother communicating through his psyche and now being held by gross demon belching, and so he is failing to concentrate and properly allowing the molecules in his body to adapt to new powers.
Okay, so it's basically stage. I'm kidding. He's not able to.
It's lack of experience as a superhero. How about that?
He's having performance issues.
Yes. Hey, Spider-Man had some of the same issues, so come on. Have me some slack.
That's priceless. Ghost, you are outside the realm of these demon hands, and you get to go.
Okay, she's going to fly into the zone of effect.
Then you get affected. As soon as you fly in, you lose 15 meters of movement.
Okay, so that leaves me with a total of 17.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just going to. I can easily go in and get out again. Okay, so she's going to fly in and do a double passing strike, multi-attack on 2 of them. Because they're not entangled right now, and she doesn't care to miss.
Okay, so 18 and good anyway.
Doing,
Yeah.
First attack is clearly a hit.
You got the good roll.
Second one is it's a DCB of 11. So
okay.
That'll be it.
Let's see.
And first roll was 13 body. You want me to roll more, or shall I just?
No. The you had 13 body. That's a splattering.
Yeah.
And so who would that have splattered? Is this backward at Wildthing? Yeah, because it looks like Wildthing's about to be covered in frog guts. From my vantage point, at least. Sorry, Wildthing. Okay, so with that, does the change environment go away once the ones bringing it die?
Unless they brought long lasting on it.
Emrek, how's it built? Does it stay? Does it persist?
Just hang on a second.
The constant power will go away when the creatures are either stunned or...
Well, the next time they have to pay end on it is when it would go away. Unless they bought long lasting.
At the end of the segment, they lose power, actually.
Okay, so this demon's sweeping hands is still kind of swirling in the air, but these frogs have been splattered back on the stone golems and square into the growling mouth of Wildthing, which is really gross. That is...
I texted you, by the way.
Oh, thank you. I did not see it. Oh, okay. So they... swirling hands are still all around. You do not see it dissipating. Okay, that ends this segment. We go into segment number 4, and Sandcrab gets a chance to go.
Hands are still grasping you, correct?
Yes.
And I can see that they're not grasping you by taking a step to the right.
I think maybe you turned your audio on. There's a little bit of an echo.
Yeah, my finger loves hitting that C key.
Yeah, if you get out of it, that's right.
My left hand. Right. But the frogs are vanquished, it looks like.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll take a half move out because the heck with being that.
Mm-hmm.
And delay.
Okay, so you're going to hold...
Yeah, just to be clear, that half move out is actually not on the ground, it's up in the ceiling.
Oh, okay, cool. Thank you. I wish I could show that better. Wildthing. You have a turn, Wildthing. Still being delicately caressed by demon hands from the belch hanging in the air from frogs splattered into your mouth. It's gross.
That was to me, right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. I'm going to move back out of range. That would be as far as who was it that's outside of it? Near me? I forgot.
You're talking about Windwalker?
Windwalker, yeah.
Okay.
I move quickly back towards where Windwalker is.
Okay.
For movement. And
Do you have more than 15 meters of movement?
In cheetah form, yeah, because that's what she's in right now, right?
52, yes. I haven't switched out the cheetah. And
Got a little unconscious demon next to you. You can just step on it if you want to.
yeah, I can say hello to the unconscious demon. No. Let's see if I can take one of those little froggies down.
Oh, they're all dead.
Oh.
Yep. When Ghost came through and splattered them all over you, the frog guts all over you are.
You're welcome.
Yeah. It got in your mouth though.
No, it didn't.
It's like chicken.
Yes, it tastes like chicken. Actually, tastes like chicken. I bet most people know that chicken tastes like chicken.
How would you know?
Well, in that case,
so.
I'm gonna shake like a doggy to get that stuff off of me.
Okay. I think
Windwalker.
I think shake like a dog is a half phase action.
Yeah, okay. So after you move in half phase, they shake like a doggy.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. So you got out of it and you.
Fluttering Windwalker with the good.
no, Windwalker's got it all over. That's great. That's great. Nemesis gets a turn. Nemesis, what do you do?
Switches her movement so she can easily get out of here
Okay.
to there.
Okay. So you are out of the hands of the.
Yeah, out of being molested.
Yeah, that's pretty gross. Okay. You're gonna take. Do you have enough movement after you get out of there to take a second, last half action, or was that all of it?
My 15. That's probably about a half move right there, so she'll hold the other half move.
Okay. Right click for half phase. Max, you get a turn.
Still being molested.
Yeah. You're right in the middle of it too.
Now don't pretend to enjoy it.
Oh.
I can't feel it anyway. I will
This is not an anime anyhow, so.
teleport out of it as a half move
Okay.
and hold a half phase.
Okay. Everybody is anxiously waiting. Next, you got some actions with Stone Golems. Emrika, do you want to? They're pretty much stuck, aren't
Yes. The Stone Golems try to move and they cannot.
they? Oh, that's.
And they are frustrated, so they're grinding. The sound of rocks grinding together is like fingernails on a chalkboard. So it's kind of unnerving you guys.
But they're just gyrating and dancing in a very dirty way. Is that what they're doing?
This episode went in an entirely different direction. That's great. That's great. Okay, we are about to begin segment 5, and we don't have any people who are going to be purposefully attacking you. It depends on what you all do next. So I'm not going to come out of battle phases yet, but there is no immediate present violent threat. Sandcrab, since you're holding the action highest stakes, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna make a? Yeah, what are you gonna do?
I don't recall as a player, but my character may. Who was it that said they were spoken to by Mother mentally or something like that?
Faust. Faust.
All right. So Sandcrab will look at Faust and say, Faust, can you still communicate with Mother?
Yeah. As I'm being molested, I managed to tell you, yes, I think I am. Yeah, you're not being molested by these invisible hands?
No, he got out.
Well, I don't know what the area, I'm assuming the area is kind of invisible, right?
No. The demon hands are like all flying through the area.
Oh, they are flying.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
you're right on the edge of it.
Okay. Yeah, so I tell him I think I can still communicate with her telepathically.
Well, no, you heard her, but you were never able to. You tried, but you don't know actually.
You tell me what to think. I think I can communicate with her telepathically.
You think you can. You think you can. That's true.
You're the little Faust that could.
It's
Yes.
man. I like it.
You don't tell me what to think.
I would like to point out, and
Disney?
I would like to make a meta point. Is my character does have mental awareness and mind link if it matters.
It does not. You wouldn't. You don't.
Okay.
As much as Wildthing doesn't sense a heartbeat, you also don't sense a mind.
I will try to communicate.
Oh no, yeah, I'm not talking about mind scan. I'm talking about mental awareness. The awareness of mental powers in use.
Oh, okay. So, but you don't. There are no mental powers being in use here.
Okay.
So I will try to communicate. I will just think thoughts towards Mother to tell her that the danger has been removed and that she is now safe.
Okay. Do you want to make a perception? See if you can see something that happens from that.
I succeed by 3.
Yeah, so you notice no change. The oozing blossom in the corner of the room is still shuddering and hasn't made any noticeable moves because of what you just thought.
Hey, Sandcrab, I got nothing.
Yeah.
Is she still... Let me try it again. Is she still broadcasting her plea for help?
Can I still hear her in my head?
She hasn't said... You haven't heard anything in your head. There's not like a live stream broadcast in your head, no. You're not hearing wailing from her. You do hear... You all still hear moaning. You know, because you heard her screaming and... You heard moaning and wailing. But it was only Faust that actually heard her speaking this, come to me, my children.
Yeah, but I no longer hear that in my head.
Nope, you don't.
Yeah, I said I no longer hear her in my head.
When did you stop hearing her?
Well, it wasn't a constant hearing. You just heard her make that plea.
Yeah, I just heard her once. I just heard her once ask for help. I assumed that I could communicate with her. And can you all shut up so we can get to the next segment so I can get out of being molested, please?
Absolutely not.
No, everybody hold their
out of
actions.
this field or no?
Everybody hold.
I am, yes, but it's not my segment yet. It's not my face yet.
Okay.
No, I think we should stay in this phase for a little while longer.
Yeah, let's just talk a while.
Let's examine things.
Lots of conversation in a second.
Okay, I'm going to take it out of battle phases, and I will go back into...
Okay. Ghost was about to do something.
Okay.
Ghost would fly through the effect. It will degrade her speed by 15, but still leaves her 19. To do a flyby passing strike on the faceless demon as he lays, because she's not trusting that he's not going to wake up.
Oh, that's very wise. Because it was a real potential there.
Body slam.
So I even gave the hint to Wildthing to step on him, and she was like, "No, I'm not stepping on him."
I don't seem to. I'm hitting passing strike. It's not rolling anything.
It's rolled a hit twice.
Yeah, we see it.
Okay, I'm just not seeing it then. So I just hit the roll damage.
Yeah, you hit it.
And I'm not seeing anything, but hopefully you are.
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So I mean, that's he's going to stay down. He's definitely going to stay down. Okay, I'm going to take us out of combat phases, and I'll just go down the order. Faust, I will give you the right. This demon hand floating burp congestion in the air is hanging in the air, and it's going to hang in the air for a while. So
Yeah, so I'm getting out of it. I'm moving next to Sandcrab.
Yeah, unlock you.
And I will take 12 seconds to change my powers.
Faust, can you stand on the ceiling too?
Yes, I can.
Excellent. They were both up on the ceiling.
Oh, I forget. Y'all are... Yeah, sorry. So y'all aren't down. Y'all are up. No matter what my eyes tell me. Okay, so we're out of battle phases, and really this is the finale moment of the scene, of the whole series. The cave mother beckons the stone golems to come, and they can't because they're stuck, right? And you would hear that again, Faust. You would hear her say, "Come to me, come to me," and you see them grimacing, trying to move, but they can't. What will you all do as you encounter this enormous oozing? Let me turn the camera to it.
I want to touch it. I want to poke it with my finger.
Are you serious?
Softly.
You want to poke it softly?
Very softly. Yes.
Okay.
What could possibly go wrong?
It looks like chocolate pudding.
Ghost wants to try something.
So does the D&D monster known as a black pudding.
Ghost wants to see if she can fly into this zone
Which
and
zone?
pick up one of the stone creatures and bring it to Mother.
Oh, interesting. Faust said that he wanted to poke it first. Let's resolve the poke.
Oh, yeah. One thing at a time.
Yeah. So Faust, tell me the
Well, this
path.
from Star Trek 1. Spock touched one of those cave creatures that were alive. You guys remember this? And he was able to mind meld with it? That's kind of what I'm trying to do. Don't laugh at me until I die horribly.
Yes, exactly.
Oh,
Devil in the dark.
I want to get my laughter out early. So it lasts a little bit longer.
Christmas rush.
So
Yeah.
Faust, tell me the path that you take. Like maybe
Cave of eternity.
maybe use your arrow pointer to tell me exactly how you do it.
Okay, so I just walk straight to it like that.
No, you just avoid all of the ooze stuff.
Yeah. And I'm just going very slowly, right, with my hands outstretched, like just barely, just walking very slowly.
From the ceiling? If you stand
I'm down, and I will say, Mother, I don't mean you any harm. You and I have this telepathic bond. You can trust me, Mom. And I'm just going up to it very slowly, and I'm going to touch it ever so slightly with my index finger.
Okay.
I like shoving my finger in the goop. I just want to.
Just a gentle caress, just like
Yes.
like
Yes.
a shush.
And then it's followed by a quick slurping sound.
Next week, Faust is coming back as. Will you make an ego roll, please? Oh, that's awesome.
I succeeded by 3.
Yeah, so you say all those things, and you get the sensation as you touch it that it's not hearing you. And the touch of it, it quivers and it pulls back from you. But in the moment of touching, you understand it doesn't hear you.
All right, the thing can't hear me.
But it does seem to feel you.
Mm-hmm.
What does it feel like? Does it feel like chocolate pudding or melting
It's
pizza?
remarkably like chocolate pudding. It's very.
Ooh.
It's even got that kind of milky film around. I'm kidding. It's like a
Yellow pudding.
It's almost like the Ghostbusters slime guy. What was his name?
Gotcha. Yeah.
Slime.
What does she smell like?
Slimer.
Yeah, it's miserable, terrible smell. It's
She smells horribly?
putrid. Yeah, it's just disgusting. And you really wouldn't know if that's the smell of the belch of the frogs versus the but I think she smells
Yeah,
it.
the whole cave is treacherous. Yeah.
Yes.
So I communicate this back to my compatriots.
Okay.
What do we do with Jabba the Blob?
Okay, so that's the first thing. You tried that, and you would say all that, and next would have been, was it Ghost that's going to try to...
Ghost picking up a golem.
Okay, I think you have to actually make an attack to try to get them to do that, right?
Grab attack. Grab.
And then you're
Okay,
going to...
grab.
Or a grab by. Actually, it would be a grab by, right, Ghost?
Grab by.
Yeah, I do have grab by as a martial maneuver.
And they're pretty enormous.
Standard maneuver.
But
Let's see, as martial also.
I have the martial maneuver flying grab.
You have enough
Of
strength.
course, not on my sheet, so I'm just going to roll 3d6.
And hopefully anything doesn't fall.
Unless it's opposing an OCD of 8, I think that's a hit.
Actually, it is. Well, what is theirs?
They have
They
a
have to
DC.
be greater than 8.
No, you're able to get them.
Okay.
But they're
I have a strength of 55, which can lift 50 tons.
Mm-hmm. You pick them up. You know these things are enormous, but you pick one of them up.
Okay. And I will fly him to beside Faust. Not inside the puddle, but
Okay.
I don't know how to... Basically, he's out of the effect, and he can move from there on if he wants.
I think I lost my...
Lost marbles.
Her collider's pretty big, so you won't be able to bring her right on her.
Okay, leave him there. Just assume that he's now basically as close as he wants to be.
Okay. Cool.
And of course, Ghost will wind up in that general vicinity as well.
Okay.
But are here for now.
Okay. So, anybody want to take any more actions before this resolves what happens?
How about a slider gaze?
I'd actually only to basically human shake all that stuff that Wildthing got on me and
So you're trying to get rid of frog guts, okay?
I just want to say that Wildthing is channeling some negative vibes tonight. I don't know what it is.
I am not. She is not, I should say. And Wildthing is actually going to make sure she gets a good angle. So she already saw what happened with Faust when he tried to do his touchy-feely thing. Now she's going to see what Ghost's actions do. Again, she's studying the situation and trying to ascertain exactly what's going on here. So, yeah.
So she's still...
very appropriate for Wildthing.
Having determined that Ghost can indeed lift these things and carry them out, she's going to go back for this other one and carry him to the opposite side.
While they're doing all this, I'm teleporting back to the computer.
Okay.
I say to Ghost, hold Ghost. Wait to see what happens with the other one before you a second.
No, he moved them both. He did move them both. No, that's okay. These stone golem creatures, they come up to the cave mother and are touching it and kind of like, going to its holes and stuff, and they're touching it, It's almost like they're feeling the damage done to their cave mother. It's almost familial, the way that they're interacting with each other.
Lovingly caressing the pudding.
The pudding. What are you doing with the computer? You teleport back there. What do you do?
I'm going to log back in since that's how I contacted Mother to begin with.
Okay.
I am going to innocently drop the little stone that I took from the last creature one that we created, and I'm just dropping it. I'm dropping it on the floor, like stealthily, like just looking at the ceiling, like I'm not even doing it.
The damage is done though, because Nemesis just straight up ate a piece of that thing, so that one's never coming back.
It's not me.
Okay, so Sandcrab just managed to teleport away?
Not Sandcrab. Max did.
No,
Max did, yeah, but
okay.
okay.
Powers, I'll do that.
Yeah, it's like well, the last time I teleported any place near this ooze, I got trapped. So I'm just fascinated by the fact that this is happening.
Well, Max wasn't anywhere near ooze just now, was he? I don't think so.
I'm just excited about the fact that Sandcrab can teleport. I mean, when does that happen?
And he's outside of the room.
Okay, yeah, so we're both in the next room. Okay.
Yeah, so Faust didn't touch that ooze, the glowing stuff, and Ghost put it down near it, but didn't get in it. So, Max, make your what's your appropriate role for you're logging in.
Well, I probably left it logged in.
Yeah. What are you trying to do?
I'm just trying to communicate with her again, since she kind of reached out to me when I was in there. We kind of at least initiated contact.
Yeah, you failed by 2. Yeah, you accidentally log yourself out, and you're really not able to really make any kind of connection at this point. So nothing there. Okay, team back in the main room. What are you all doing? They're interacting with each other. They're not coming after you all.
I'm just watching these guys fascinated.
Wait and see what happens.
It's like
Can you describe what the blob things are? What do they look like? What do they smell like?
The blob things are the shimmering.
Not bad.
The shimmering stuff.
Oh, the shimmering stuff.
Yeah, the shimmering stuff is like the residual ooze of maybe after she's moved. It's like the leftover, and it has very magical qualities, and Nemesis would see that very clearly. Glowing with magic all around it. Just her trail left behind is magic.
Well, if you can figure something out to contain it with, she will.
What do you mean to contain it with? Contain the ooze or contain the cave mother?
You said the leavings, like the slime.
Yep.
So, yeah, if it's not part of her, then yeah.
Well, so that's a good question. Yeah, how are you going to scoop it up? Tell me what's your plan for that?
Look in the other room, see if there are any containers in the repair bay.
Okay, so
I believe there were some containers somewhere.
Okay, so that's going to probably be like your wrap-up action to scoop up some of this ooze.
Yeah.
And maybe just make a...
Otherwise known as magical components.
Yeah, make a dexterity roll. Really, you're just trying not to fumble and touch it with your hands.
All right.
Yeah, great. So you get a little container, and you scoop up enough of as much as you want. The golems and the creature are not moving. Just for the wrap up, you can tell that the creatures have been hurt, and they are not. There's not really anything they can do to help it. It's like they're close to the one they care about, but it's hurt. Maximum.
Not healing it in any way. It doesn't appear for her to be healing.
No.
With their
other than natural healing, Yeah, it doesn't look like
Max, will you roll your computer skill again?
Certainly. Wow, I suck. Would there be any chance that Sandcrab could use his biology skill to see if he could possibly aid this creature? Like maybe it needs some kind of resource that's available in the cave here.
Interesting.
I want to see. I want to see if we can analyze the makeup of her while he's doing that.
Yeah, roll. Make your biology roll to see if you can pull some things together for that. And then, do you have an analyze or find weakness or anything relevant?
I have my usual analyzer, the one that I use.
I don't know if exobiology would be relevant.
Oh, you told me.
I do have deduction and analytical senses. No, that wouldn't count. Never mind.
Yeah, make your
just biology.
Yeah, make your biology and deduction together, and let's see how that is. And Wildthing, I was talking.
We'll do the biology.
Yeah, I realize that.
Complementary skill roll then.
Yeah, that sounds good. Because you're really trying. What are you trying to deduce out of this? What's your primary goal here?
How to eat it.
Okay.
If there's some kind of resource that it needs to heal, or if it needs to be, anything that can help it.
Okay.
Rock salt.
Yeah.
And a magnifying glass.
Actually, I think I probably
roll right
can.
there.
That's awesome.
Hold on. I have monsters, basically monster lore,
Darn good roll.
Mm-hmm.
and magical artifacts.
Yeah, so you would clearly know this is not any monster from lore previous. Right, from the lore. It's just, no stories, no books that you've read. Sandcrab, those rolls, you'll get very clearly that you're not going to be able to heal this thing without, it's almost like there is a electronic computerized mesh with the ooze, and there's, when they were cutting out pieces of it, the frogs they were also damaging the kind of the O's and ones of this thing. You would see from the way it's operating and even the gaps and the way it is, you're just like putting it together, that this is just like everything that you all have seen around here. It's a mixture of tech and magic.
Magic. Yeah.
What about some of the books that I picked up?
Nope. Mm-mm. This is not demon tech.
Well, it's not demon tech, all right.
Not at all. This is not
Pieces of it have been ripped off. Can I use my mechanics with some duct tape?
You get back over there with the duct tape roll.
Can I do that? Can I take my analyzer out and see if I can get a complete workup of its structure?
Sure, yeah.
Use the order.
I'm AFK 60 seconds.
Well, I'm going to send that information that I got about its biology to.
Oh shoot! I got disconnected.
Not Galvin. What's his name?
To Max, you mean?
No.
Socrates?
Socrates. Yes. Thank you.
Okay.
No, I got disconnected from.
Yeah, but we're gonna narrative the rest of this out, so that's okay.
Okay. Well, can I do that, please?
Yeah. For what is it? A power, or is it just a perception?
No, it was. Remember, I had an analyzer. I used it on the time thing. I want to see if I can use that to analyze her makeup.
I really don't remember.
Picture of it.
I really don't remember what that is. Analyzer.
Yeah. Remember the time that algorithm in the park?
Algorithm?
I used it on that thing.
Is it a power, or is it something you picked up?
No, it was something I invented using my inventor thingy ability.
I have no clue what this is. I'm so sorry. And if it's not a power you paid for, even if you've
No.
invented it.
You left it back at base. You
Yeah,
forgot it. It's
Not
sitting on
ruling
your
out,
bathroom counter.
not ruling out the possibility that you could do it, but I'm just not following what it is right now. I'm so sorry. But I will say, give yourself even just a perception roll on it, and let's see if I can tell you some things
Sure, I'll
about
give
it.
myself a perception roll.
Yeah. Why don't
Oh,
you
wait a
just-
minute. Wait a minute. There is. Hold on. I think I can.
And Max, if you'll make another
She's disconnected.
another computer
Wait a
roll.
minute. There is a rolling. Here it is.
Max, if you'll make another roll.
Finally.
Okay, so there are some things that I'll tell you, Wildthing, after you get your roll in.
Okay, I'm
Sandcrab
trying to
was.
remember how you roll.
And we could roll for you, I mean, on this thing. But so Sandcrab sent back his report on the exobiology plus the deduction, and the way this thing has been harmed is kind of a mixture. Some of the flesh removed has also removed some of its kind of code, the O's and ones of its makeup. And as that's sending back, he says that, and Max picks up on that and tries some different angle and is able to get into the kind of like the repository where in the computer system of Demon there's this kind of network path that's clearly not Demon, and it's not even language or words that you recognize, Max. But as you're talking about it, maybe you're saying it over the comms. Socrates recognizes what this is, and just kind of the place you found in the computer system of this cave, Max. And Socrates, when he hears this, he's able to backdoor in. And at that moment, like you've pointed Socrates, almost like you put a ping in the network, and Socrates is able to find it. And in the room where you all are, not Max, but in the room, the thing's mouth opens. There wasn't a mouth before, but it opens now. It's like it's a maw. It creates a maw, and there's a voice that comes out, and it's Socrates' voice. And Socrates says, "Hello, team. Thank you for clearing this." And he just starts speaking to you. I can't do the good British accent that Game Night does. But Socrates speaks through the pudding.
And he tells her how much he loves pudding.
I'm not going to say anything.
Eat your meat. You can't have any pudding if you don't eat your meat.
So Socrates is able to kind of commandeer this, and he basically explains to you all that this blob is a creation. It became sentient as the lair became overpowered, and the cave, the earth itself was never bad. Demon was bad, and was doing terrible bad things. But the earth and the walls, when the cave became sentient, had only protection. And so for the last 3 years, the cave has been fighting with the demons that have been portaling in through this overactive portal. And it tells the stories of their years-long fight, and how it's built up these golems, but it's not really been able to. They've been at a stalemate for years, and so the cave and the cave mother is now kind of a sub routine of Socrates.
Very cool.
So Socrates has gone.
Told you, built the security system.
Yeah.
So did the
And
mother
has
blob?
bypassed the sentient slime security system.
Yeah, and it's still there. It's just that Socrates can control. It's like Socrates is a much more powerful AI than this thing. This is sentient, but it's not very intelligent,
So
Lifer could do.
What is the blob's what was it created to do? Is it what created the hardness of these caves, or was it used as some kind of guardian, or was it used to form these caves? I mean, what was its use?
Yeah, are you talking about the slime residue, the glowing stuff, or the blob itself, like Cave
The
Mother?
blob itself.
Yeah, it was. It basically formed to protect the cave, but also to, it sensed the evil of the demon. So it was basically a self protection. Basically,
But demon created it
no,
it didn't. It self-evolved.
That's right. That's right.
from the cave itself.
That's right. That's
So-
right.
Basically, somebody spilled something.
That would be the magical slime on the ground.
Yeah, so surely the demon goings on here left lots of magical, potential material, and now Nemesis has some of that. But when the overacting power sources that were happening, and y'all haven't solved all that, but we can narrative that out. But when that stuff started interacting with the magical material, that's when the cave started coming to life. But the overacting portal was really what was bringing all the demons in. Y'all already shut that down, though. So
And between the golems and us, we've eliminated the demons and the frogs.
Yep. And
We've still got this faceless demon that seems to have not dematerialized.
yeah, and actually none of them have dematerialized. They're all still there. You all just need to pummel them some more, I guess. Right? That's
the other ones are still there as well.
Yeah. I mean, they're corpses, but they're just either dead or unconscious. But
if you want to get rid of the demons, then we need to figure out the magic of the dimension it came from, open a portal there, and then toss it through.
Agreed.
And the lantern.
I don't know. Nemesis Power Sword can probably do a lot of disappearing of demons.
Yeah. And the lanterns, are they still active? If touched, they teleport you to a different room or something like that? Or is that defunct?
It was the ooze that was the magical connection, and it was almost like a technical magical teleport. The cave mother used the ooze to transport her golems and transport herself at times, and you all were just stumbling into it.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever you went into that one room, and there was ooze there had to have been before that immediately a cave creature fighting against that demon, but it was been destroyed.
Gotcha.
I'm so enjoying getting the opportunity to debrief because I wouldn't have had an opportunity to tell you all this stuff. It was very cool.
All right, so now that we're in control of the pudding, whatever you want to call it.
You can call her mother. Your mother, cave mother.
Cave mother. Is it something that we want to keep, or do we want to deactivate it?
This is base security. Treat it nicely, it'll treat you nicely.
You'll have a lot of doors to repair, though, that's for sure.
Socrates is now using it and in control of it.
Yeah, and you all could double check that, and you all with computer skill. But Socrates he's speaking to you through it and telling you, yes, I'm in control of this. Thank you all. This is now a safe base. I mean, Socrates feels very confident. This is a safe.
Or is it the blob in control of Socrates?
Ooh, bum, bum, bum.
That's the case.
I believe
There's nothing more to
Socrates
hear in the cave
is
part.
good.
I would definitely want to join up with whoever's in the computer room to see what we can do about restoring the full base to its abilities.
Yep.
Agreed.
Yeah, so we can take offline the kind of the repairing of this, but again, broken doors from the entry. There's an overactive there's like a power supply room. There's a room y'all didn't go into that had a bunch of like splinched cave creatures that would have just like jumped all around you. They basically would have done the entangle that Sandcrab did. But y'all didn't go into that room. It was room number 3, and y'all didn't do it. But that's it. That's the rest of it. Y'all will clear it out and be able to use this as a fallback base. Yeah, congratulations, everybody. Yeah, 3 experience points.
A lot of studying.
Yeah, 3 experience. And if you all write any narrative form journals of the whole experience, I'll add another experience point for it. Now that we've finished this thing up, maybe it's worth summarizing. The next scene is actually going to pick up in one of the Faust storylines, but it will be where Faust is going to find one of the people that's been kidnapped. And has kind of gotten a lead on where the gang is that's kidnapping the kiddos. And they think Faust is coming alone, but a couple of the new champions come along with him. So this is a group event, though it follows the Faust storyline. And I'm going to try to do more of that with your storylines. So I just chose Faust first because it was something he'd been working on beforehand.
Yeah. Or poofed and then unpoofed.
yeah. So next Wednesday we'll start again with a different series.
Cool.
Awesome.
Okay, guys, it's kind of late here, and I'm like, it's been a busy day, so I'm going to bid you all good night.
See ya.
Yep, y'all good night. Good evening.
Have a good one.
Everyone.
Yep.
You too.
Stay
See you guys
safe.
next week.
Bye.
Night.